did you learn today? Let's start with that.
I learned that Jesus looks a lot like me. We shouldn't eat pork or shouldn't eat catfish or anything that God says in the Bible and the scriptures. Different races are actually different terms, different names, and how they should dress. And I feel that I will try to respect God more, read the Bible more, and keep up my gospel and spread it to other people.
Christ's color. Why is that important? Why do you think that's important?
That's because the white man or the devil trying to mislead us and treat us and thinking this is good, but in reality it's actually bad.
We just read earlier, sis, what Christ looks like?
I know what Christ looks like. I got a question though.
What's that?
I know the truth, right?
Hold on. Let me finish this verse right here, because my brother came up and he didn't know what Christ looked like.
Okay.
I didn't know what Christ looked like neither until somebody taught that to me. And not only did they tell it to me, but they proved it to me in the Bible. So that's what's important right there. We're learning our history is in the Bible. This is our history book. It's not everybody's history book. Everybody can't say, this is my book. No, it's not your book. This is our forefathers wrote this. Your forefathers and your forefathers wrote this. The people that we descend from. Like, we're bloodline relatives of the people that wrote this book. The people that spoke with God. The people that had a relationship with God. Those are our forefathers. So that gives us something to be proud of. Not to be proud of beating our brothers. Not to be proud of any of the foolishness that's around us today. We need to be proud of our history. Not 4th of July, not Thanksgiving, birthdays, and Christmas. Those aren't our history. That's not our history. 4th of July, where was we at? When 4th of July first started. Where was we at? What position or condition were we in? We were slaves! So now why are we celebrating that day when we were slaves when they started the damn thing? It's supposed to be the Independence Day, right? Meaning they were free from their own people, which is ridiculous within itself. But they were free from them while they were enslaving us. And now we celebrate their so-called freedom. What sense does that make? We lost our minds over here. So we're coming back to the Bible and we're going back to our memory, our history. Something that we need to be proud of. All right? So that's a thing to be proud of right there. Yo, I look like Christ. So hold on, so I'm gonna say another thing. Christ, the Son of God, if you look like him, who do you think Christ looks like? Right, but you look like your father, right? Okay, so if you look like your father, what did Christ look like?
My father.
He looked like his father. Who's Christ's father?
God.
Exactly. The Most High God, the God of everything, is what?
Black.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah, that's it. The God of heaven and earth is black. He look like me. Well, we look like him. Why? Because we're his children. So we want to have that same spirit upon us. That's why I keep on saying birthdays, we got to trash that. Thanksgiving, we got to trash that mentality. We got to get rid of all of that. We got to come back to our day. We got to come back to keeping the Sabbath day. We got to come back to keeping our feast days, the high holy days that God gave us, ordained for us to celebrate. All right? Is that it? There's a little bit more.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
No, like many mice.
As his voice as the sound of many waters.
You hear that? Christ, when he spoke with authority like many waters.
That's right.
Meaning very loud. They teach us to be quiet, lower your voice, don't talk so loud. You're scaring me. No. How did Christ speak?
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
Of many waters. So we want to be Christ-like. How about you? I want to be like Christ.
Right.
That's what we need to be like. Stop worrying about, I want to be like Mike, bald our head off. That's a sin. Did you know that? It's a sin to bald your head, to shave off your beard. I see you growing your beard. Don't never shave that. You can edge it up, trim it up, make it look sharp, keep it sharp. Don't never shave that. Ever. Get that. I'm going to show you at the Bible. Don't listen to my words. Listen to what the Bible says. All right? That's what we do. We read God's words.
Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
They shall not, meaning that's a commandment. So there's more than 10 commandments in this book. Understand? Did you know that? I didn't either. I thought there's 10 commandments. You doing that? I'm good. Nah, there's more than 10 commandments in the Bible. There's more than 10 commandments in the Bible. Come on.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So that's they shall not, meaning you shouldn't do that. So bald it off like Michael Jordan or I don't know who else. Right, like Charles. These are all older people. He's younger. He's some younger people. Who's up?
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, like Floyd Mayweather.
Jadakiss.
Yo, all right, Jadakiss too. I used to listen to him growing up. I used to, those are the greatest people in the world to me. I came into the truth. I'm like, yo, these dudes is talking foolishness.
Right.
Everything they talk about is murder, stealing, hatred. That's all they talk about. I used to love that stuff. Thought I was doing something good. That's foolishness. Come on.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Neither shall they do what?
Shave off the corner of their beard.
See that? So just like it says, thou shalt not kill, God says, thou shalt not shave off thy beard. You hear that? So we got to come back to these things. So now, I was saying earlier, you got any more questions before I go on? No, I was saying earlier that we think that we can just do whatever we want. We can eat whatever we want. We as God's people, there's a, first get Psalms 147. There's a dietary law. You understand? So we can't just eat whatever we want. Catfish, I grew up, both of my parents are from down south. So catfish, pig feet, all that stuff. You think we can eat that? Why not?
Because I think pork is not good for you. Like, it has something to do with that.
That's something that what?
It has something to do with that. I forgot what it was called. I forgot.
No, you're right though. Pork, or otherwise known as swine, God said don't eat that thing. First we're going to read this. And this is why we need to learn the Bible. You don't know what he's talking about. Ox is a cow, you can eat that. All right? Come on.
Psalms chapter 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob.
Unto who?
Unto Jacob.
So this is why it's so important that we learn our identity. We got to learn that we come from Jacob. That's our forefather. So he said he showed what?
He showed his word unto Jacob.
So he gave God gave his word to Jacob, to a specific people. That's like me coming and giving you something, and then so-and-so over there is like, yo, that's mine. No, I didn't give it to you, I gave it to you. So that means it's special. You're special because you got to give it to you. Our forefathers got to give it to them, so who they give it to? Us. Exactly. So this is given to us. Come on, read that.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
What's his word?
His statutes.
Hold on. Speedy, slow down. What's his word? This. His word, exactly. The laws that we were just going over about shaving your beard, that's his word. About the description of Jesus to Christ. Now that's just a depiction. We're not saying that that's exactly what Christ looks like. It's just a depiction. Dark skin, white woolly hair, just so we have an idea. And so when we hear the word Jesus Christ, that stops popping up into our head. Because that's a damn lie right there.
Right.
That right there is a damn lie. And that's the one way that they keep us down.
Right.
We hear the word Jesus Christ and we think of this guy right here. We think of the same people that enslaved us. See what I'm saying? It's the mind games that they play with us. We got to unlock ourselves from that. Come on. From the top.
Psalms 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Jacob's name was changed to Israel, so it's talking about the same people. Come on.
You have not dealt so with any nation.
What's that mean right there? Read it again.
You have not dealt so with any nation.
Last part before that, in that.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. You have not dealt so with any nation.
So he said he showeth his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any other nations. What's that mean?
It hasn't had like balance or something. Balance.
No. What was you about to say, sis?
Like it's not for them, it's for us. They don't have to follow no laws or no rules. It's only us that has to follow it.
Well, it was given just to us, so that's why only us is being punished the way we're being punished. We're the only ones, no matter if we're here in Philly, no matter if we go to New York, no matter if we go to California, Brazil, Russia, South Africa, it doesn't matter where we go on the planet Earth, we still getting the same punishment from who? From God. Why? Because he gave us his laws.
Right.
It's like if your father was to give you certain rules in the house, don't do this, don't do that. Is he going to punish the brother down the block or the people down the block? No. He didn't give them the laws. He gave them to you. God gave us his laws. We broke them. Now we're getting punished for it. Come on.
He have not done so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known
They
him.
don't know that. They don't know his judgment.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, his word,